Hello, hello, hello. Your local alien is back with another reaction to Dr. Stone. This is season 1, episode 2. Last episode, we had a lot of plots happen. Basically, there's a smart guy and a stupid guy who's full of heart. Uh, the oaf, as I'll call him since I don't know his name, he wanted to confess his love to this girl, except something happened to stop him, and everybody on Earth turned to stone. But because he wanted so badly to let her know how he felt about her, he managed to have enough willpower to last for thousands of years until he could break out of the stone. And then he told the girl how he felt. And then, ooh, it turns out that the smart guy, Sinju, I think his name is, unless that's the other guy's name. But he survived too. He got out 6 months earlier. Apparently, the cave that they were in, the urine from the bats dripped onto their statues, and that helped them break out. So the smart guy has been investigating that, and he's hoping to, through science, figure out what happened to the world and save humanity and rebuild humanity. Because it's been, I think you said 32 or 3,700 years at this point. It's like the year 5,000 something, so it's been a while. And that's basically where we're at. So this is episode 2, and without further ado, let's just get into this.
It's fine. So what's going on, Taiju? You wanted to talk to me?
Taiju. Yeah,
All
I'm
this
not
time,
gonna
I've been
remember
so
that.
scared that it's like this, Yuzuriha. All right, no
I
turning back
definitely
now.
don't remember her
I've kept
name.
this inside me for 5
Tsujuriha?
years. Who are we gonna bring back first?
Well, we're gonna revive
Pope.
everybody sooner or later, so it doesn't matter all that much who we start with.
It kind of really
Although I
does,
suppose
because
it would
whoever
suck
you
if we happen
start
to wake
with,
up a murderer first.
that's a good point too, but whoever you start
I
with
get
will
ya.
help you rebuild humanity. So you want to
I
start
don't
with someone
particularly
capable,
feel
not
like choosing who we revive
a
first.
2-day-old.
I know who I'll pick. I mean, it's obvious.
Yes, it is. Aww,
Aww,
look at him as a baby.
Let's pour that miracle water. It's gonna turn her back to normal again, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I believe that it will. But it seems that once someone has died, reviving them is not an option.
I didn't mean to keep you waiting for thousands of years. But now,
It's not like you could have
I'm
done
gonna bring you
anything
back to life.
if you'd come out earlier, because
hold on, Senku, she's
I need
naked. Don't
Senku.
look at her! We gotta wait!
There's absolutely nobody around to give a damn if your butt's showing, or even if your dick's hanging out.
Yuzuriha does not have a dick!
You're missing the point, idiot!
We need to
How
take
do
her
you
back
know?
to camp and get some clothes on her first.
Okay, but how heavy is that statue anyway?
You better not be calling her fat!
Way to completely miss the point again.
there we
Why is there
go.
a lion walking around Japan?
What do you think? It's gotta be descended from a zoo animal, obviously! The door must have been open when the zookeeper was turned to stone! Sure, it was a pet buffet! So that means they're literally the king of beasts!
Oh, the
The stone world
doggies.
is brutal! And we can't let ourselves forget!
But I was asking
Humans aren't at the top
last
of the food
episode,
chain anymore!
where's the wildlife?
Why haven't the lions actually attacked us yet?
They've probably never seen bipeds before.
Yeah,
I bet we
they
look
don't know
creepy
what
as
you
hell to them
are.
running on 2 legs.
They don't know if you're a threat or
Yeah,
not.
we are the only humans in the world.
Camp in
There's
time.
no way they're
But we've
out
got to
running
fight them with
a
their
bunch of
spears.
lions.
Unfortunately, this...
Even if I gotta be lion food, I'll save ya!
No way! Use some
Where
logic
are
for
these
once,
lions
Taiju.
while they're having
I'm
this
the brain,
conversation?
And obviously you're the brawn. If we're gonna make a run for it, it's imperative we do it together!
So ditch this chick and come with me.
Yeah,
Sukasa.
sorry about this, but right now we need somebody who can fight to help us.
Finally, he makes a
We can
logical
make our way through
decision.
this in one piece. Crap! We're surrounded!
This is
Shouldn't
it!
it take more time for that to kick in? Those are some buff lionesses.
As long as we're together, the two of you will not be in danger again.
He's got pretty hair, though. And eyes.
From now on, I'll take care of all the fighting.
But I have a nagging feeling that the new guy may be a little bit too strong. What if it turns out that he's actually some evil, homicidal, sex-crazed wannabe tyrant? Dude's so overpowered he just killed a lion with his bare hands.
Hey, guys,
I can
do
hear
you
you.
have anything I could use to butcher this with?
Are you thinking about eating that thing? That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Well, it's not poisonous.
When the hell did you eat lion?
When I was in Africa doing research on Ebola.
What kind of high school kid are you?
Although it was attacking us, I took
your
this noble
parents?
creature's life. So, I want to give back to the Circle of Life.
This guy's pretty.
The two of you built this?
Sure did.
Well, mainly
Just hang in
me,
there a
since
little
you,
while
but
longer,
yeah.
okay? We just need miracle water.
That's what you're calling bat excrement? Miracle water?
You've got a laboratory?
Taiju, the simple one, handles all of the grunt work.
I'm Taiju, the simple one. It's true.
He just
Senku
said
does
that.
do most of the thinking around here.
So there are other birds. So it's just that one species of bird that turned to stone. I really hope at some point we see that some dogs survived.
Now that you guys have me on your side, you won't have to just dream about filling your bellies.
Jeez. Do all that in a day?
Oh, I get it.
We can take the first step towards civilization now.
So we're still on step 0?
Yeah. Did you expect it to just be like that?
Hey, Sukasa.
For a technological civilization, what's the most important component to have? Right answer will get you 10 billion points.
Well, it's gotta be
Fire.
something that's...
Maybe iron?
Iron's pretty important, but not at this stage. It's calcium carbonate. If we pulverize them into a powder, we'll have plenty of calcium carbonate in no time. Calcium carbonate actually gets me excited. Check it out! There are 4 super useful things you can do with it. We can use it to blow away the hydrogen ions in the soil. Heat it up and mix it with sand, and you have mortar. Gather calcium carbonate from seaweed and blend it with oil, and the reaction makes soap. It's a lifesaver in a world without doctors. You can call it Dr. Stone.
I mean, you freed me during a lion attack, but you stayed calm and spoke clearly. I've never met anyone like you before. You truly have
You need
my
to meet
respect.
more INTJs.
Almost without exception, a man who praises another to his face is either flirting or scheming.
Flirting.
So what are you getting at?
It's not like that. I'm really not doing either one of those.
So what was that 4th thing? You said there were 4 uses for the seashells, but you only told us about 3.
Oh, there are only 3. I said 3 earlier, didn't I?
Oh, did you?
A long time ago, there was a poor boy whose little sister was going through surgery. He collected seashells to make a necklace for her. The boy thought he was collecting shells, but the man accused him of stealing the shells and beat him so badly he was almost unrecognizable. He was never able to make his sister feel like the Little Mermaid.
Why is it that we have more backstory on this guy who just appeared in this episode than we do on Sindru in Taizu?
You do know what you just did.
Tell me something, Senku. Are you planning to bring back all the greedy, black-hearted adults who ruined the world we came from?
Well, how would he know?
The rich and powerful will say things like, "This used to be my property, so you better start paying me rent." We live in the stone world now. A paradise that hasn't been ruined by greed. I think we should only revive the young and pure-hearted, and make sure that we keep this world
But
natural
how
and not
can
owned
you
by
tell
anyone.
just by looking at their face?
This is our chance to purify
You're just gonna get rid
humanity.
of all the boomers?
Don't you agree with me, Senku?
No, I don't. That speech didn't move me 1 millimeter. I'm going to use the awesome power of science to rescue every last person.
Alright, that was episode 2. Huh. I like the new guy. I like him a lot. He's the right mix of smart and powerful, and he's pretty. And, to an extent, I agree with what he said, but thinking logically, one, how would you even know who's corrupt versus who's good natured? You can't tell that just by looking at their face. You can't make judgments like that just based on their age. And two, even if you did save only the kind hearted, the good natured, one generation later, the corrupt would be back in society. It's inevitable. So, congrats, you decided not to save half the world just to bring those same people back into the world. What are you going to do? Just continue to kill people, create a society that immediately eliminates anyone who isn't deemed kind hearted? That's because then you get into issues like, oh, well, how do you define kind hearted? How do you define good? And whoever's in power is the one who makes that decision, and it could be a very biased decision like, oh, if you're attracted to the same sex, then you're not kind-hearted, so you need to be eliminated or whatever else. So Sazuku, um I see where he's coming from, but it's not practical, it's not logical. It's just not ideal. Thinking about saving everyone in the entire world, that's also impractical. Well, for one, surely. Hold on. Let me backtrack real quick. The dude, I mean, I know the dude's strong. He punched a giant stone and it cracked. And he killed a lion with one punch, but that stone can't be. The stone that people are trapped in, it can't be all that strong then if that guy Sasuke is able to punch the guy's head off. Which brings me back to my point last episode. Why aren't more people crumbled, decapitated, etc.? The stone isn't invincible. There should be more people damaged. Like at least people's like hands should be knocked off, their nose, something. Yeah, trying to bring back everybody. I don't know how many people were in this fictional Earth, but real life, over 7 billion people. So if you're trying to bring back all 7 to 8 billion people, that's no, it's just not gonna happen. It's not. I mean, I guess you can exclude anybody who was on a plane or in a ship or whatever else at the time, but still, that's still billions of people that you're trying to bring back. It's impractical. But on the flip side, what else can you do with those statues? I wonder if you ground up those statues, what would you have? Like, what would it be made out of? What could you use it for? And if you ground it up and then poured the bat liquid on it, a lot of questions there. But yeah, I like the new guy. He has a good heart, but he needs to think things through more. Um, but so far, out of all the characters, he's definitely my favorite. He is least like an archetype. Because Sinzu, he's the brainy one. Everything has to be logical. Um, Taizu, he's the brawn. He's stupid, but he's got a big heart. But Sazuku at least has. He's not just the awesome hunter, the powerful, the OP one. He's not just that. Um, he has a good amount of intelligence, and he has his heart is with the earth. His heart is with maintaining balance. Well, not really even with maintaining balance, because then he was like, kill all the evil people, so that's not balanced at all. He's good to have around, and he's pretty. Beyond that, not much happened in this episode. They tried to save Yeah, that you. I don't remember her name at all. They tried to save her, but they ended up saving the other guy instead, which was a much better decision. Um, the girl is probably going to be so plain and boring, and it's just going to be the love interest of Taizu. Just going to be kind natured. I don't know, maybe she'll be like the nurse or something. You need a healer in these situations. Um, but yeah, basically she's on hold for now. I'm wondering how long it takes to gather up that bat juice. And I stand by what I said earlier. It should take longer for it to go into effect. Like it'd be more realistic if it took, and be more scientific if it took like a couple of days for it to really sink in to the stone and then have its desired effect. It happened instantaneously. That's weird. A lot of character development for the new guy. Not too many advances in terms of rebuilding society, but we've got Soap, so that's nice. We got Soap and Martyr and what's the other thing he made? He made Soap, Mortar, and I I don't remember. But he did leave out a fourth thing. I'm wondering if that will be a weapon that he doesn't want to tell Taizu about because Taizu will freak out and be like, oh no, we have to trust people, blah blah blah. And then Sinju just doesn't trust the guy he said is either flirting with him or scheming against him. So, yeah, basically Taizu's the only one Sinju trusts because Taizu is a simpleton. But yeah, that was episode 2. We're getting into it. This is a 24 episode season, so there's plenty of room for things to develop slowly, thoroughly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next episode. And I can't say I'm really looking forward to that girl being revived because I don't care about the romance aspect of this at all. Absolutely none. But it is what it is.